Hey, how's it going? I'm Sean and this is Devlog 10 for Reaper of the Undead. Sorry for not posting anything for a while, I've only got myself to blame for that one. I'm still working on the game though, so don't worry. Okay, so I've got a lot to cover in this video. First thing you'll probably notice is the updated UI. I just went through and updated everything to make it all consistent. I didn't really like the old font, so I went and changed that too. I'm pretty happy with how the UI looks now. I might change a few things here and there, but it should stay pretty much the same from now on. I fiddled around with the progression system a bunch, mainly how upgrades are earned. I removed the player XP and leveling and just made it so you choose an upgrade at the end of each stage. This simplified the whole thing and solved the problem I was having where testers wouldn't realise they had upgrades available. I could have just made the level ups more flashy, but this way it's impossible to miss since you have to choose one to continue. Last video I talked about enemy pathfinding and some issues I had. I don't remember exactly what issues I ran into, but all the pathfinding bugs are pretty much gone now. I also optimized it a bit so it's a bit less CPU intensive, which is good since it's going to be run on a mobile device. Aside from pathfinding, I also made improvements to the enemy AI. In the last build they just ran straight for the player, now they only chase the player when they get aggroed, so either line of sight or if they hear gunshots. When they're not chasing the player, I've just made it so they walk around in random directions. I also ended up bringing back the dead zombie ragdoll. This was something people were disappointed with when I removed it, so I brought it back. Player targeting is another thing I've updated. It's more snappy and allows for quicker target switching. You probably won't notice any improvement looking at it, but if you ever played it you'd notice. Speaking of target switching though, when the currently targeted enemy dies, it'll automatically switch to a nearby enemy. This just makes later stages a bit more playable on mobile, since you don't have to tap a bunch of times when there's a swarm coming after you. Another small addition to the player targeting is de-locking. If you lock onto an enemy and walk behind a wall, it'll de-lock after a few seconds. It's not the most important feature, but it just makes sense to have it. I've added a few bits in terms of content. I've added 2 more level sets and a new enemy type. The new level types are Urban and Swamp. I might add a few more in the future, but since they don't really add anything to the game, I'll probably work on more important stuff first. The new enemy type is called a Bloater. They have a bunch more health and they explode. It's not really a game changer, but it does add a bit of variety to the core mechanic of the game. I'll probably add 1 or 2 more enemy types in the future, but I don't imagine they'll affect gameplay very much. They'll mostly just be there for filling content and to make the game feel more complete. And finally we have the game over screen. I'll probably be adding more to this screen, but right now it just lets the player know how far they got. Alright, that's it for this devlog. I'll try not to keep you waiting next time. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one.